Well, I think a lot of people are blaming technology for getting them out of shape. So it seems fitting that AJ and I discuss technology that can help get you back into shape. All three of which are from a company called Polar.
You know, I always wonder why I'm the guy that has to be in these. No, but
it's the yin and yang.
Yeah, it's the yin and yang. Well, you know, I tell you, Polar, 25 years ago when we used to cycle, Polar was the heart rate monitor that you would wear to ensure that you're working out to your maximum efficiency by using your heart rate with exercise. And I think that's what's happening here today. But with wearable technology advancing, so has Polar. And I think it's really cool, all the different things. I'm looking at the Polar A360. This is a nice designed little device that actually, if I pop it off here, you can see it's got a heart rate monitor built right into it. I'm just going to pop it right out of the strap here. Take a look. Heart rate monitor right built in. So right against my skin, it's pulling up my active heart rate as I'm wearing it. And what I also like is it also keeps track of my fitness, my calories, my sleep patterns. So it's kind of like an all-in-one little device to make sure that my living style is optimally in line with what my goals are physically.
Absolutely. It's an all-day activity tracker because, you know, sleep is just as important as activity, and so you need to balance both of them, and you can do that. One thing I really love about the A360 is the fact that it is charged by a micro USB port that's right on the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's really important because when you're trying to have these wearables, you could be out and about, and at some point you need to get a charge. I know that we've pretty much killed the battery on this one right now, but thankfully we just have to use the standard micro USB port to get it charged. Speaking of wearables, this is another one from Polar. It's the M400. It's more geared towards runners. If you're an active runner and you're running all the time, this is the wearable for you because it'll do all that. Has built-in GPS, so not only can you can do this free mode where you can just kind of run aimlessly and it will tell you how to get back home. So you can kind of go on a free range.
Oh, that'd be good for me.
Say out in the bushes or just on random streets. Another great thing is that it has fitness tests. It doesn't have a heart rate monitor.
Which is what the strap's for, which we're used to seeing.
And this is nice because you can get the optional chest strap that Polar still makes, and they know a little bit about chest straps. So you can work that in conjunction with the M400 to get both your heart rates and the distances of a typical runner. Of course, you can get just about everything you need, the calories burned, you can set up laps and really track, you know, all the things a standard runner would want to know comes in here. And it does that one thing, and it does it really well. But the cool thing is both of these wearables work in conjunction with this. This is a smart scale from Polar called the Polar Balance.
And I think what we're doing here is an entire ecosystem now because we're taking everything that we're doing to track our heart rate, to track our fitness, and we're mapping it back to what our physical weight is.
So Polar has an app called the Polar Flow app, and this works in conjunction with it. So now you got data going almost two ways because you can set up goals of like, you know, you want to lose this much weight in a certain amount of time. The app is going to give you recommendations, and it's going to know if you're getting close to your goals because it gets your weight. So you have a really good holistic view of both your activities, your weight, the calories that you're putting all in one app. So whether it's all-day activity monitoring, running, you got your weight here, just about everything all comes inside that Polar Flow app. So you really have no excuse to be out of shape these days.
There you go.
We have the technology to get you back in shape, and check it out. It's from a company called Polar.